Alright, so the UK rapper M24, one of the best in my opinion, just dropped his new single Just Like That, and the beat's pretty unique. It's got a drill influence with the chords and sounds, but an Afro bounce at around 100 BPM. So it got me wanting to try something similar. And I'm not talking about Afro drill, which you would have heard already. This is a lot slower and more on the dark side, so you'll see what I mean. And it could be a new wave, man, who knows? So I'm gonna show you guys early, and let's get straight into it. Alright, so to create this vibe, I'm thinking drill sound, so pads, choirs, textures, things like that, but around an Afro BPM, which is around 100. I've got it set to 102 for now, and then we'll see how it goes. And for the first instrument, I want to start with a dart pad, and I'm actually going to use Arcade because I don't know if you guys knew this, but they actually have hundreds of presets in there, which aren't just phrases and things that you can chop up. If you go to search, instead of samplers, just go to instruments, and then we just got pad selected. So these are all playable instruments, and I don't actually see a lot of people using Arcade like this, so why not see what they got? So I do actually really like this one. We could play it further up. Like this one's perfect. And they're the type of chords we need, just really simple. So I'm only tapping the keys there. There's quite a bit of release, so we could go into the settings. We could just bring the release down a little bit. Just give us a bit more control. So all I was playing there was just a minor chord, C minor. Then we'll copy that over, bring the middle one down. It's just the foundation of a lot of dark melodies, but it works. We'll copy that. So the first one could actually stay like that. Then let's clone Arcade and we'll see if we can find another layer. So we'll stick to pads. In the banks, I usually look for a drip, aura, obsidian, or even some of the orchestral banks or something like this. Maybe we could find a vocal like a choir or something. Something like that could work. Let's copy the MIDI in. Maybe we'll bring this up an octave. But with that one, let's just filter it a bit. Even like there, just add a bit of texture. Or we could make it a bit shorter. We'll go to the mixer, find the layer, and then we could increase the release a bit. About there. I'm hearing some vocals in this too, and there's a new Distant Voices bank, so we'll have to test this one, man. This bank's one of the best. Let's find one more pad just to cover some of the lower end. Even some strings might work, you know. So we could just copy the MIDI in. But let's add some halftime, and we'll bring the reverb up. Yeah, that fits the vibe better. So simple chords, but this will set the foundation. Let's take everything and pitch it down by like 2 though. Just get a bit more of a dark vibe. Alright, next up I just want a texture to sit on top of that. So I'm going to go to Balkan F in the orchestra and just use one of these. This one always works. Let's copy that over. Alright, let's keep adding to this. Maybe something like that, but slow down. Cut it there. Let's get some delay on that as well. And then just wash it out with some more reverb. I'm just trying to create texture instead of something melodic right now. Let's bring the delay up to 8. Yeah, there we go. And if you want to try Arcade for yourself completely free, make sure you click the link in the description to get access to all the samplers, instruments, and samples. So a huge shout out to Output for sponsoring the video. Let's get back into the beat. Yeah, let's layer these chords one more time with this choir, just to thicken it up a bit. Alright, now I'm thinking something with a little bit of a melody, so I'm going to bring in one of these accents from my Sacred Trap Suite. Something like this could work. Just got to pitch it down so it's in key. That's how it's called. Just going to filter it a bit. get that same reverb on there. So you can hear it coming together now, sounding a lot more full. I'm just thinking it might need something melodic at one point, so I'm going to take one of these one shots, but I'm going to add halftime to it first, and then also an EQ just to take out some of the lows. Let's use this soft piano. Actually, maybe we bring those over here. Do something like this. Just think we need some delay on that. Simple, but now we're getting more of a drill vibe. Let's stretch that though. Sounds more interesting like that. Alright, but I want to take this a step further, so I'm going to split the melody, copy it a few times. We'll have one part without the keys and the violin, just so it's the pads and textures. Then we'll bring the keys in, and then we'll have everything. Then I think in one part, just in case we need it, we'll have it like that. I'll take the master and render it, and I just want to see what it sounds like pitched and reversed, just to see if we can get more texture out of it. So we've got this file, we'll stretch it, and then let's pitch it up one. See what it sounds like reversed as well. You know what, let's pitch it back up too. And this could work for now, you know. Kind of feeling it. I think that sounds sick, you know. It's simple, but you'll see why it works with the drums. And then to switch it up in some parts, I'm just going to take the MIDI and bring them up an octave. Then in some parts we can use this higher one. Alright, cool, that might be it for the melody. I just want to get the drums in for now. So for the drums, let's go to the Sacred Trap Suite. Let's grab something like this rain snare, and then we'll add an Afro bounce like this. Start simple. Let's grab a second one like this. Might even layer that first one with something like this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's grab a kick. And then again, we want some sort of Afro bounce. That could work. Then maybe layer some on the snare too. Maybe at the beginning. Yeah, this works. Next up, we'll grab a hat like this blazing one. Could add a roll here. Yeah, that bounce is mad. Maybe we just save the roll for the end. Yeah, this got a bounce to it, man. Right, we'll grab an open hat in there. Maybe just cut it there. Maybe we'll swap it for this one. Bit of a different sound. Cold. Right, now I'm hearing a rim shot, and I'll get to the 808 soon. Let's find some space. Yeah, I think that. Okay, so the M24 track doesn't really have a drill 808, but that's what I'm hearing in this one, so I want to add my own flavor to it. And I think we'll go with one of my personal classics, either the Rider one or the backward one. But let's try this. I just want to fade it out though. It's not going to be like a crazy pine. I want to go kind of easy with the slides. Could even use the Psycho one, you know. Let's try and bring it up an octave. Maybe this. Let's swap them around. I think in some parts we could use the spins as well, or maybe alternate. See how this one sounds. The first one could start up an octave. This one we could bring it up. And then just this quick change at the end. Yeah, there we go. So we can go from the spins and then bring it back to the drill one. Okay, I'm hearing a drill counter snare as well. And what you'll notice with Afrobeats is it's a similar pattern. So if I do the drill pattern like this, it's just going to work with the bounce. Yeah, that's all it needs. Alright, and then to get my influence from the drill vibes, I'm thinking we use some sort of effects and maybe even a fill. Let's go to Planet Drill. I think one of these simple fills will work. Yeah, something like this. That's perfect. Maybe this one too. I like these sort of ones. Let's try it here. I like the ending, but not the start. Let's try this. Yeah, the two together, they sound cold. I'm gonna take the drill gunshot as well. Then in one part to pick up some energy, I'm gonna add delay to that counter snare. Just that light one with the time set to 2, feedback down and the input up. And we could use ping pong mode. But I've also got pancake on just to send it between both ears. It's just gonna add a bit of bounce. You know what, let's get a log drum in there as well, just to spice it up. Let's swap that one out for the log drum too. Or both of them if it works. Yeah, why not? I think we could just leave those log drums in for the hook. So let's do a quick arrangement. Let's start off with just a melody. But we could pitch this one down an octave. So just 8-bar intro. Then I think in this part, just bring in the snare and the hat. We'll bring the kick in here, but we'll leave some out. Alright, then I'm thinking just before the hook, we'll bring this high one in. But I think we'll switch up the 8-weight in this part too. Or we could bring the low octave one in and then just cut some of the drums. But in this part, we'll just extend this. Yeah, this one's sounding mad. And then in the second half of the hook, that's where I can add the delay on that counter snare. Then also in the second half, we can have the melody that is up an octave. So it's like this. Crazy. Alright, let's have a listen from the beginning. So straight away we're getting that dark drill vibe, but you wouldn't expect the bounce. It works though. Next up, we've got the melody coming up an octave. And then introducing the drill 808. So if you're feeling this crossover, let me know in the comments. And if you want to check out Arcade for yourself, the link's in the description.